How does one get better at Valorant? That's the question a lot of people are asking, and today I'm here to answer it and give you a step-by-step guide to improving in Valorant and actually getting better at the game. So if you're tired of being stuck in bronze, surrounded by teammates who simply don't know what they're doing and don't know any callouts and are toxic, this is going to get you out of it. Before we get into that, I do have an announcement, and that is that the MatchPoint Essentials clothing line has actually just been announced everywhere on Twitter, on Instagram. There is actually a link down below in the description. It is going to be releasing this Friday at 8 PM BST. Get ready for it. It's going to be a big one. If I have provided you with any value from these videos in the past, be sure to go ahead and take a look and buy it, because you will regret it if you don't. The first tip is to set goals. If you haven't got a goal set on what you actually want to achieve, then quite frankly, you're going to have no clue where you're heading and you're just playing games for the sake of it. An example of a goal could be hitting platinum, hitting diamond, whatever that rank is you want to hit, or it could take a completely different approach and it could be, I want to hit the goal of actually going into the practice range and practicing once a day. Whatever it is, you have to set a goal, and it could be another example in game. Could be, I want to improve my crosshair placement. That is a goal. A goal is actually going to give you some form of direction on where you actually want to go in Valorant, so you're not just mindlessly losing your mind playing games for the sake of it. And it also will allow you to focus on this goal, and when you achieve it, you know you've achieved your goal and you've reached that target and you can now set a new one. It also just generally helps to actually achieve things better. And once you have actually set that goal, you now need to take action, which is the step where most people go wrong. Most people want to hit Radiant, want to hit Immortal, want to get out of Bronze, whatever that rank is or goal is. Most people have it already in the back of their mind. Now, here's the thing where it goes wrong, and that is the action. Nobody takes action. Now, what I mean by this is you're probably there playing unrated games or playing competitive games just for the sake of it, and you don't really know why. Now, taking action comes in the form of going into the practice range, working on your aim, working on your crosshair placement in-game, going into deathmatch, focusing on your game sense, in-game, looking at what you do wrong when you die in a competitive match. You have to actually be actively practicing, not just playing for the sake of playing. So go into aim labs, go into the practice range, work on your aim, whatever it is, you have to take action for it. And stop just playing the game for the sake of playing when you're not improving. That's where you're going wrong. You're not focusing on the things that you actually need to improve on and what you want to get better at. If you don't know how to counter-strafe in-game and you want to learn it and improve on it, if you go into a Valorant game, that is not going to help you at all. However, going into a custom game, going into the range and learning the technique and then allowing you to use it in-game when you're playing next time, that is what practice and action should look like. And if you do want to learn about how to counter-strafe, there is a card in the top right where you can go ahead and take a look at it. Now, this does not mean don't play the game at all. It simply means if there's something you want to work on and improve, go into the range and do it, and then take it into a game itself and continue to use it and play in game situations. Because vice versa, you know, you have to combine them both. If you're simply just going into the range and doing it and never using it in game, whatever that technique or area you're improving on is. And then on the flip side, if you're just using it in game and trying to learn the technique in game, that's never ever really going to work for most techniques or whatever you're trying to learn. You have to do it in another situation and then take it into a game if it is a new technique. Combine them hand in hand is the best way to go, and will always beat all. Now, after you've done that, you want to find better teammates. And hey, if you are looking to find better teammates, there is a link down below in the description to my Discord, where we have a bunch of people who are looking for players and teams, so go ahead and jump in there and find them, and as well be in the wonderful community that we do have. Now, the reason why you need to find better teammates is because the ones that you have right now probably aren't going to be good enough for what you are looking for. Whether they are simply your mates who aren't exactly looking to improve at the game, that's completely fine. Go ahead and play with them at some times, and then you want to play at the other time when you are going to be improving and taking the game very, very serious. You don't have to ditch people to get better at the game, just simply limit it. These better teammates are people who can actually play ranked games with you and are looking to improve. You want to be surrounding yourself with people and teammates that are looking for the same goal, whether it is to hit X rank or simply get to this position in a game, or they are really, really looking to get better at the game. Whatever it is, you want to be surrounding yourself by those people who are also looking to do the exact same as you. And then the great benefit of being around those players is there's some players in there who are probably better than you, and there are some who are probably worse than you. And those who are better than you can learn from them. You can take information in from them and then use it in your own game and get better just by picking up knowledge off them and learning from experience. And the benefit of this is that some players in there might be better on Omen compared to Reyna, and you might be wanting to learn Omen. Therefore, you can pick up tips for them, ask questions, and get better at the game by being around better people and better players. The best places to look for teammates and actually find them, because I know a lot of you will struggle with this, is Discord servers, any type of social media, or simply just going into games of unrated or whatever and finding people who want to squad up at the game and who are looking to improve. Genuinely, the easiest way to get yourself out there and find a squad is to go ahead and play unrated games or competitive games, be a great teammate, communicate, play well as well, do your role or what you should be doing in the game and actually perform. And when you do that, you'll often get players wanting to squad up with you. And if any players are doing similar tactics to you, they're being a good teammate, they're communicating, genuinely showing traits that you look for in a teammate, they are doing that, go ahead and hit them up and ask them, do you want to squad up for a few more games? And it can often turn into a full 5-stack potentially. Now, you've found your team, you've set your goals, and you're also beginning to improve. This is great here. Now, the next step is to VOD review. VOD review has to be in here. It's boring, nobody likes it, and some of you probably don't even know what that term means. However, the things that are boring usually are the most beneficial. A VOD review is simply recording a full match of your own gameplay and then looking back at it afterwards and taking a look at what you did wrong, what you can improve on, and what you did well, and what was also missing from the game. Many professional sports players, basketball players that do this, they take a look at previous of their own games and also their opponents' games to study what they're doing and how they can counter them. If you genuinely want to get better at the game, which is why you're watching this video, go ahead and do it. But the thing is, I know 95% of you won't actually do it. And that's just the way it goes. You want that rank, but you don't want to put in the work to get there. I did do an interview with a Radiant player, and he said that his main thing was VOD reviewing, and that if he did it more, he would be such a good player. He's already fantastic, but if he VOD reviewed that bit more, he would be even better. And there is a card in the top right if you want to go ahead and check out that video. The next step, if you want to get better, is working on your mentality. The amount of times keeping a positive head and keeping a head that can simply just turn the game around by changing up a tactic is really key here. Main difference that I see between a pro player and an immortal player or someone who's a high rank player is obviously the pro element to it, but also the mentality. A pro player's mentality is on a completely different level. They manage to keep a positive mindset in the times where it doesn't seem possible, and also can turn the game around by very easily changing up a tactic or seeing something that's missing in the defense, switching it around and learning from it. You want to be that person in your team who's keeping a positive mindset, making sure to change things around and looking for that next play. And the main thing is here, it's actually practical. Keeping a positive mindset and also changing things around in terms of the tactics is a practical thing, and it's not just something, keeping a positive mindset in quotations, it's one of them things that actually does work. And it can't be fake either. You genuinely have to have it and genuinely believe in it too. And when you do all that, you're on your way to becoming a better player in Valorant. I hope this has helped you out. If it did, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more tips and tricks videos exactly like this one. And click on the video on your screen right now because it's going to show me giving you the best crosshairs in Valorant. And also, I do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6:30 PM BST. There is a link down below in the description. We'd love to have you over there. If you do have any questions about the video, be sure to come over there and ask me.